guess if you were to ask how my dad introduced me, he really didn't, other than it being his job. Yeah, they never really forced it. They never asked us to like metal or to get into what they were doing. I took a personal interest in it. And I think it was one of those things, once he realized I genuinely liked it, I wasn't just going along with it because it's what they do or whatever. I think once there was that connection, he was like, okay, let me show you some bands now. But it wasn't necessarily forced or chartered that way. You know, I just kind of, I think I took one of your CD books out of your room when I was a kid and went in my room and just put in random CDs and was like, it was like Celtic Frost and shit like that, and I was like, this is kind of cool, you know? Like, it makes me want to play guitar and do stuff like that. So, yeah, I was pretty young. I was probably like 10 or so when I started listening to stuff like that.
Well, you were pretty much born on tour. You know, they were coming on tour with us since they were 1 year, 2 years old. There's footage, pictures of him and his brother sleeping on guitar cases with Ozzy singing in the background, you know, like it's crazy shit, man. You know, it's like born in a metal family. The chances of him becoming a engineer or lawyer very minimal.
Well, that's actually funny that you say that though, because a lot of metal musicians' kids are always like, "Oh, my dad's so dorky. He does metal and this and that," and I never felt like that. I thought it was cool, you know. I never saw it as a dorky thing or like, oh, that's like from the 80s, that's old or what, you know. I never thought about it that way. So it was really like, it was natural, you know. I just liked it. Couldn't.
Yeah, the cool thing that happened also was in the beginning, like he grabbed my CD case to look at the bands I was listening to, and then later he showed me bands, you know. So it was like he was educating me in what's like, I should listen to this band or that band, you know. I mean, he showed me like Full of Hell and Yob and a bunch of other cool bands that I didn't have an idea they existed. So that's a cool like metal connection that I talked to you about it that we have, you know. That's like an amazing. And on top of that, he writes books too, that's not from my side of the family. I want to clear that out right now. I'm not that smart.
Yeah, if I see you with a piece of literature, I'll probably shoot the clone because I don't think that's actually you.
Yeah, man. But he writes
I'm
amazing horror stories like Stephen King, and that's great. You know, I mean, Gloria, you know, his mom always wrote a diary all the time, I love that he does that on the side, have like a side thing that it takes a part of his life like that. So that's very proud of him for that. That's something that I really, really think it's really cool.
Not one of our own. No, I thought, oh, maybe I'll do something with Soulfly one day, maybe this or that. But no, it didn't really cross my mind to have something like this. That's actually like a kind of 50-50 split on the creativity and stuff like that, you know. But it is something I always wanted to do, so I'm glad that we got the chance. And once it came out, it's like, man, we should have maybe done this a little while ago. We'd have had a couple records by now, you know. But everything in due time. But it is cool to be in a band with them, and it's cool to share the creative process. You know, it really feels like it's our band. Not his or mine, you know. So
it was funny writing lyrics. I hate writing lyrics. Always hated my whole life. And he's really good at it, you know. So I'll be writing and like, what do you think of this? Like, nah, that's not good. Like, go back to the drawing board, man. So it's cool, you know. Like, I think to me the coolest, one of the coolest things was that time we spent together, either writing the lyrics for it or the riffs. We spent a lot of time on those things, and then you know, jamming with Zach when Zach came on board, and also the just whole adventure, going there and spend the day there, and then he would do some barbecue late at night. There was one night that was Gloria bought me this, was for my birthday, I think. It was like a really expensive piece of meat. It was like $100 steak and he had to barbecue it. He was so scared. He was freaked out. Oh God, I
Yeah,
don't want to
that-
fuck this up.
I had my thermometer, and I was like,
Yeah.
this is too important a piece of meat. It's my dad's birthday. He wants me to cook it." I was like, it was some real bonding, though.
Yeah.
You know, it was some real father-son
Came out
time.
great. By the way, it came out amazing.
You know, some father and son, they go fishing or hunting or something, but we sit around and do bong loads and watch horror movies and you know, come up with some intense heavy metal music. You know, so it's cool to be
Very-
a part of it. Was amazing.
Yeah, it was a very fun time. Always gonna remember that, and looking forward to do more. But couldn't be more proud of the record. I think the record is just it's exactly what we need right now. We need to hear that harsh, raw reality, and so we can maybe do something about it to change some of the things that are going on right now. And apart from that, it's just I love the mix of the old school vibes that we all grow up listening to, either be Finnish hardcore or old school Hellhammer and Celtic Frost. The record has all of that, and also, and it's cool that some people got involved, like Jeff from Carcass, draw the logo for the Go Ahead and Die, which came out of nowhere. We didn't ask him to do that. Nobody, he did that on his own. It was
Cool.
really kick ass, being a big Carcass fan like I am. Yeah, we're just really enjoying now the process of working with Jim, doing the videos. I think they're gonna be great. Really, yesterday was an amazing. So we just hope that we get to bring this on tour. Hopefully soon. It'd be awesome to play these songs live.